Guys, I would like to take this moment to show you how absolutely unhinged many people online are, namely the far-right conspiracy crowd. So, as you all know, Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential race. He sent a letter basically saying, I'm dropping out of the presidential race. Then soon thereafter, he sent a tweet basically endorsing Kamala Harris. There's also an indication later on in the week, I'm going to give a speech from the White House and explain why I made the decision that I made. And immediately the conspiracy theorists kicked into gear. And they started saying, well, hold on now. There's no picture of Biden agreeing to this. There's no video of Biden agreeing to this. All we get is a letter. It doesn't have the official presidential seal on it. We get a letter and a tweet. Who's seen Joe Biden? Who's heard from Joe Biden? How do we know this wasn't a palace coup? And they just went into overdrive. Now, by the way, right off the bat, this should concern you because about a month ago, every single conservative and their grandmother was saying, he needs to drop out. His brain doesn't work anymore. He's got to go. So now Joe Biden finally agrees to go, and they're like, well, hold on now. Something smells fishy. Okay. So there was a lot of speculation online from conspiracy theorists on the right. Oh, he's dead. Joe Biden's dead. Or he had a stroke or something. But he did not actually agree to this. We're going to go to the captain here of the conspiracy theorists on the right. Now, look, to be fair to Alex, it's not just Alex. I saw this all over my Twitter feed. So many were saying he's dead and they meant it, or he had a stroke and he meant it, or this coup. The number of conservatives I heard call this a coup is astronomical. And I'm sure you saw it too. It's a coup. Thank you all for caring so deeply about Joe Biden. You know, I know you're super concerned and you really like for him to be the one. The reason why, of course, is because they want to run against him because they know that Trump has the best chance against him. So it's all nefarious. It's not like sincere thoughts. It's just, I don't know, let's throw whatever we can at this thing. Okay. So here's Alex Jones. Here's his tweet says, is Joe Biden dead? Here we go. Watch this.
You're about to see clips of me in the last month say that if they tried to kill Trump, they would also kill Joe Biden because he's been going against the deep state as bad as he is, trying to stay in power and bucking their orders. Now, even Fox News this morning said, we want proof of life. Where's Joe Biden? He hasn't been seen in 5 days since he was in Vegas. And now Charlie Kirk, who has amazing sources inside law enforcement, says law enforcement tells him he had a medical emergency. They asked him on the 17th to block the roads for Biden in Vegas, but he didn't go to the hospital they said he was going to go to. And they put him on a plane and flew him out to a military hospital on the East Coast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden, after an attempted assassination of Trump and all of this, has now not been seen. Then you get his brother coming out and saying he wants him to enjoy whatever time he has left. You have the signatures that were put out with no government letterhead, no U.S. seal, no presidential seal that do not match at all. If you came in with a bank signature, they checked the signature card, they would decline the check. And you add to all of this the craziness of them trying to install Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton jockeying for positions of power. This is insane. I'm not saying President Biden is dead.
Oh, of course you're not. Of course you're not. You're just heavily implying it.
I'm asking, is he dead? Is he in a coma? Again, I'm not saying he's dead. I'm asking, is he in a coma like Woodrow Wilson was for 6 months and his wife was really the president?
So these are the things on the menu for Alex Jones here. Now, by the way, we haven't seen him or heard from him in 5 days. This is what he just said. Well, it was 2 days after he made the decision? He was on a phone call with Kamala Harris, and it was in front of the world. See, now here's another right-wing conspiracy theorist. Here is him calling into Harris' campaign event.
Let's listen.
We get so much more we're going to get done. And so I want to say hello to Kamala if she can hear me. I know she's going to be speaking shortly.
There you go. And they go, okay, so they move the goalposts. We haven't seen him or heard from him in 5 days. Oh, actually you did, and it was a few days after, and he called in to talk to Kamala. And then they're like, nope, that doesn't count. And Alex Jones says underneath, maybe AI. So he's either dead, coma, stroke. Oh, he came out and said something? That doesn't count for reasons and stuff and things. AI, something. I'm just making this up, but fine. That's good enough. Feeding my fucking audience the slop they want to hear. And then guess what? Just the other day. Oh, look at this. Just in. Joe Biden appears in public for the first time since COVID diagnosis last week. This is after all of the, he had a stroke, he had a coma, he died, bro. I'm not saying he died. I'm just heavily implying that he died, bro. And that phone call he made the other week, AI. Might be AI. Here he is. Look.
How are you feeling?
It's Joe Biden, right?
How are you feeling since you dropped out of the race, sir?
That's him, right? Has Alex Jones come out and corrected himself? Have any of the right-wing conspiracy theorists come out and corrected themselves? You have fucking Charlie Kirk pretending like he has high-level sources in connection with the president. That's a fucking lie. You have Jack Posobiec, same thing. That's a fucking lie. These people don't have connections close to Joe Biden. They're pretending like they do. Their feet, oh yeah, it's stroke, coma, dead, something. Not everything's off, bro. Things don't smell right, bro. It's fishy, bro. It's fishy, bro. Then they get proven stone cold, dead wrong. If I was in their shoes, I'd be out here immediately and say, look, hey, I was wrong. Here's the proof. It's very clear. All the speculation was just speculation. Turned out to be bullshit. But these guys will just proceed as if nothing happened. In fact, some of them will move the goalposts again and say, oh, this Joe Biden's a body double. This one's not even real. This one's not, he actually is dead. This is not real. Some of them will go to those lengths. Most of them will just memory hole it, sweep it under the rug, act like they never said it, move on as if they still have some semblance of credibility. They don't. But others will say, yeah, it was body double. Guys, how are we supposed to engage in an honest debate when these people take up so much room in the conversation? Outright fucking con men, fraud, liars. And I'm not somebody who's every single conspiracy theory ever is wrong. Of course that's not true. There's been plenty of conspiracy theories that were proven right. You know, Operation Northwoods, the Tuskegee experiments, the Bay of Pigs. Like, there's plenty of things. Yeah, okay. The JFK thing, a majority of the country thinks it wasn't just Lee Harvey Oswald. It was actually, looks like a lot more fishy. Understood. I'm right there with y'all. But some people take it like, since some conspiracy theories are true, every single one is true. No matter how insane or made up or shooting from the hip it is, it's got to be true. For the love of God, de-brainwormify yourself. This is embarrassing. And all these people were proven 100% incorrect, and not a single one will come out and own it and say, I was wrong. They'll just move along. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when these people take up such a giant part of the conversation. Just totally fucking unhinged, making it up as they go, zero accountability. And then, by the way, some of these people have the nerve to bash mainstream media. Now, I can bash mainstream media because I actually have a decent record when you hold it up to them. These people don't have a leg to stand on to bash mainstream media. Mainstream media is 15 times better than the right-wing conspiracy theorist idiots who pretend like they're anti-establishment but suck off Trump 24/7. That ain't anti-establishment. He's part of the establishment. He's a huge part of the establishment. He was the president. He's very possibly going to be the president again. He's surrounded himself with neocons and warmongers and corporatists. Who are we kidding? So these people are scum. Scum. Just lie. Yeah, I don't know. I see an open lane to make some shit up. And they did. And then when they're proven wrong, shut up, move along. Really disgusting, man. So now we'll end on this one. Roseanne Barr. She went on Newsmax. This is Todd Starnes. Remember Todd Starnes? We used to make fun of him all the time. He looks like he gained a lot of weight, and he looks older. Might just be the makeup or whatever, the cameras on Newsmax or a mix thereof, but he don't look good here, bro. So anyway, Todd Starnes interviewing Roseanne Barr. Roseanne looks great. It looks like they reduced her pills from 17 different kinds to about 12. You know, she looks all there. Looks good. Let's see what she has to say.
It doesn't really matter who the Democrats choose because the president is Obama, and he's in his third term now, and he'll be running for his fourth term. And I love that he, as the brains behind the Democrat Party, says that if Trump is elected, Trump will be a dictator who will refuse to relinquish power, when in fact, that's Obama's story right there.
Donald Trump's Supreme Court just gave him total criminal immunity. They basically said the president is above the law. He's a king, he's an emperor, he's a dictator. And she's saying Obama, who's not in office, he's a dictator. Not Trump, the guy who walks around saying, I want to suspend or terminate the Constitution. The guy who tried to overthrow the last election. The guy who literally praised Xi Jinping the other day and implied that the fact he has an iron fist is a good thing. He's jealous of the iron fist. She's like, no, Obama's the dictator. Trump is the good guy. I can't. These people are incredible.
Project exactly what their own sins are onto the other. And, because Obama's been, like I said, this is his third term, and I hope his fans are enjoying it. And his fourth term, Roseanne, no matter who he appoints, is going to be even worse.
Well, Roseanne, and to that point,
and specifically to the black working class because, he did such a great job for him the last 3 terms.
Yeah, Trump's been wonderful for the working class. Like that giant tax cut he did where 83% of the benefits went to the top 1%. And he did a massive corporate tax cut. And there was a net outsourcing of 200,000 manufacturing jobs. Trump was great for the working class, right, Roseanne? Right?
And to that point, the talk is Vivek Ramaswamy saying it's going to be Michelle Obama. It's not going to be Kamala Harris. Michelle Obama is going to be the ultimate nominee. How do you think that's going to play?
Well, that's what I think they'll probably do with Hillary as vice in their open.
Okay, yet again, I want you guys to keep a running tally of all of the conservatives who say Michelle Obama is going to be the nominee, or Alex Jones is now going around saying Hillary Clinton's going to be the nominee. I want you to keep a running tally of the people who say these things. Because again, it's going to be undeniable in a very short amount of time, only to the Democratic convention. It's going to be undeniable. Okay, they didn't get Michelle Obama. They didn't get Hillary Clinton. It's 99%. It's going to be Kamala at this point, if not more than that at this moment, with all the Democrats coalescing around her. I want you to keep track so that the day of, we can all come back and say, here's 78 clips of different conservative blowhards who said they knew for sure it was going to be Michelle Obama or Hillary Clinton, and say, look, you're wrong. Now, again, would you guys like to come out and correct yourselves? If they weren't going to fucking correct themselves after they implied and outright said in some instances Biden's dead or he had a stroke or he was in a coma, when none of those things were true, if they didn't correct themselves, being proven stone cold wrong within a day or two of saying those things, there's no way they're going to correct themselves for this. But again, you need to keep this in mind. When you are navigating the media landscape and trying to determine who tells the truth, who doesn't tell the truth, who's full of shit, who's a little bit off but mostly good, who's great, you need to keep track of this. Because these people, look, for all of their flaws, and they have many, Roseanne Barr is fucking entertaining. Alex Jones is fucking entertaining. And people conflate being entertaining with knowing what the fuck you're talking about. I hate that bullshit talking for people. Alex Jones has gotten a lot right. He's gotten way more wrong than he's gotten right. And it's time people start saying that. And it's time people start calling out his blatant, brazen misinformation. If somebody on fucking CNN was out there pontificating saying Biden's either dead or in a coma or had a stroke, and then immediately comes out that's not true, everybody and their mother would be like, mainstream media is so fucking full of shit. They're a bunch of liars. They're a bunch of frauds. They're a bunch of con men. But Alex Jones does it. Everybody just moves on like nothing happened. Roseanne Barr said it's going to be Michelle Obama with Hillary. When that doesn't happen, she ain't going to come out and say, you know what, I was wrong.
In their open primary. I think it's going to be a big show that everybody needs to bring their popcorn to. It's going to be very entertaining. But, there's moves and then there's counter moves because we are in a war. We're in an information war. And so we'll see every move they make, the other side counters it. And it seems that they always lose. Whatever they come up with, they always lose. They lost the Jack Smith thing. They lost the New York thing.
Weird. Why did they lose the Jack Smith thing? You want to elaborate on that? Roseanne? You mean a Trump-appointed judge threw it out with a preposterous ruling where they said the whole notion of a special counsel is unconstitutional, even though there's been dozens and dozens of special counsel over the year, and the precedent is it's absolutely constitutional, and the Attorney General very clearly in plain language has the ability to appoint a special counsel? Oh, you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about how the courts rigged it for Trump. You don't want to talk about that, do you? Weird. If it was a court rigging something for Obama, why do I believe that you'd be out there screaming that from the rooftops?
When it goes to the Supreme Court, they always lose. But of course, that's why they're trying to change everything about the Supreme Court in pursuit of their hero Obama, who told them he wants to fundamentally change the United States, which means he don't much like the Constitution, and neither do any of his operatives.
Your candidate said, I want to terminate the Constitution. I want to suspend the Constitution. Why? Because I lost the last election, and I don't like that, so I want to throw out all rules and regulations and put myself back in there. The nerve of these people. Guys, I have to say, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how to get through these people. I don't know. Because I could lay out for you every single fact under the sun that contradicts what they say, and they would just continue like a bull in a china shop, like nobody said anything back to them and nobody corrected them. I don't know what to do with these people.
And they don't like the Constitutional Republic of the United States of America either. They like hive mind and groupthink.
You're telling me the Trump supporters don't have a hive mind, don't have groupthink? At the RNC, there were hundreds of people with a bandage over their ear to copy the Trump thing where he got shot in the ear and he had to put a bandage there. There were polls that showed Trump supporters are more likely to believe Trump's word over their mom or their dad or their sister or their brother or their son or their daughter or a religious leader or their best friend or anybody, scientists. How to make these arguments with a straight face, Jesus Christ, they must have her just pumped up with Klonopin or Xannies or Seroquel, antipsychotic meds, anti-anxiety meds, whatever. I don't know what the fuck she's on, but she is zooted, homie. She's flying making these points. Every single one of the things she's attacking the Democrats with applies to Trump. Every single one.
Mass punishment, group punishment. They don't like to punish crime. They don't like to
punish crime. Trump was charged with 91 crimes, and he was found guilty in the hush money case, found liable in the defamation case with E. Jean Carroll, found liable for tax fraud and insurance fraud and business fraud, has to pay over $500 million. And she's like, those Democrats are soft on crime. You're the one that's running the convicted felon. You're the one that's doing that. Oh, my God.
They like destruction, and they like division and chaos.
Yeah, they like division. Because, Roseanne's commentary here was very unifying. I really feel the love listening to Roseanne talk. I can't, bro. I can't. I'm losing my damn mind here. Anyway, there you have it. These people are gone. They are gone mentally. It is disturbing to watch. All right, guys, that's the show. I love you all very much. You know all the standard plugs, all that stuff. Everybody, please click like, click subscribe, click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. There's a Patreon link below if you'd like to support $5 a month or whatever, or tip with that YouTube thanks button. Remember, I never talk to any advertisers, so you guys help fund this show from the ground up, and I'm truly, truly appreciative. Crystal Kyle and Friends this week, we got Cenk Uygur coming on. That should be a fun conversation. You don't want to miss that. You can sign up for Crystal Kyle and Friends below, either for free, and then you get the audio podcast as soon as it drops, or you can pay the $5 a month to get the video and get it a day early. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.